1993. Some of us remember that year. Bill Clinton was sworn in as president. The blizzard of the century crushed the United States, dropping 40 inches of snow in some areas. Jurassic Park was the hit summer movie. The Chicago Bulls won their third consecutive NBA title. The album of the year was the soundtrack to The Bodyguard. Whitney Houston, remember her? And Zach Morris and the gang graduated from high school. Remember them? Saved by the Bell? But probably the most important fact for you is, in 1993, Cornerstone Church was founded. On Easter Sunday, 1993, a group of people met for the first official worship service at Cornerstone Church. The church met that Sunday as they did for a short time in the American Legion building in Clinton on Route 1, just right up the road. As a church, this small group of people had a dream. They wanted to reach our area with the good news of Jesus Christ, and they did. After a while, the church grew and they moved to our current facility where I'm sitting right now. 27 years have passed since that first church meeting. Over the years, countless people have been reached because of the ministry and the mission of this church. Cornerstone Church has done some amazing things through the years. And I take tremendous pride in being a part of this church over the last almost 5 years. And while it's been awesome to look back at the past, I'm even more excited about the future and where God is going to lead us. 6 months ago, some of the church leaders gathered together and we discussed our future. And those discussions involved our mission, our vision, and even our direction. One matter that was discussed was our name. Cornerstone is a great name. It's even a biblical name. But we thought maybe it was time for a change. You see, for a small state like Connecticut, 110 miles long and 70 miles wide, believe it or not, there are 7 Cornerstone churches in our state. And as the leaders gathered and discussed, we believed that maybe it was time to turn a page on our past and press forward to our future. So following a few weeks of prayer, it was decided that God was leading us to pursue a new name and even a new brand. This was a unanimous decision. It was made by our elders and then affirmed by our staff and even other key leaders in our church. We attempted to identify a name that was about us, and we attempted to do it by ourselves, but we kept coming through countless impasses. A group of church leaders thought it was best to kind of hire an outside consulting firm, and that's what we did. So first, these consultants gathered a lot of information about our church. Second, they interviewed a cross-section of people from various ages and stages of life. Some retired and others just beginning their careers. Some new to the church and others attending for quite a while. Third, they did a thorough search of our area that included a cultural analysis, survey of other churches, and so on. Finally, they performed countless searches involving potential church names and availability. Believe it or not, there are 300,000 churches in the United States, so finding a name that communicates who we are as a church and one that is also original was no easy task. So what's the name, right? That's what you're wondering? Well, I'll tell you in a minute. We wanted a name that was going to stand out, one that would be unique and memorable. But with that said, we didn't want the name to be too trendy or too corny. We didn't want a name that the next generation would regret. So finally, we really wanted to communicate our mission and what we're all about as a church. We are a Jesus-centered church, and because of that, we are called to point people to His love and His grace. And thankfully, after a lot of searching and a lot of praying, God answered our prayers. So without further ado, our new church name is Signal Church. Signal is an action or movement or sound that gives information, a message, or a warning. So as a church, as individual Christians, we know that Jesus is the signal of hope and life for the world. And because we know that, we are called to point other people or to signal to other people about Him. We're also drawn to the name Signal because of its originality. There are no other Signal churches in the United States and only one in the entire world, and they're located in Cape Town, South Africa. We are so excited about this name and our future, and we hope you are too. Now, there's no power in the name of Signal Church. The power comes from the one that we love and follow, Jesus Christ. And our church is about the name and the fame of Jesus. So while our church has a new name, our mission has not changed. We are a church that wants to help people know and follow Jesus. And God is going to use Signal, and He's going to use you to play a significant role in being the change and bringing change to our area. He's leading us as a church, and He's leading you to serve our communities and share the life-changing message of Jesus Christ. I hope you are excited for the next chapter of our church. I certainly am. God is going to do some amazing things through Signal Church.